Hello everyone, I'm here in Ibiza getting ready to host my annual retreat, and I'm still managing to come on live stream with all of the lovely content that I've got to share with you this month. So I'm perched precariously on the corner of my room getting as much Wi-Fi as I can. So if you're coming to watch the replay, thank you very much. Do stay till the end. This live stream is all about your lower chakras and why they have an impact on your sense of connection to your immediate life and to the global consciousness, and how it impacts your feelings of self-love and why that's important. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm Sarah Negus, the modern day shaman and spiritual mentor. I help you discover and master your unseen potential. So if you're coming on live, lovely to see you. Let me know you're here. Hey Sashka, great to see you. If you haven't seen me before, you can find me on Expand Your Impact, Expand Your Energy, which is my Facebook group, or look up Sarah Negus or Sarah Ann Negus on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter and LinkedIn. You'll find me, as I have a presence on all of these places. So let's come to what I'm thinking about today in particular, which has been your lower chakras. Hello Julie, lovely to see you. Hello Robin, wonderful that you're with me. As usual, if you're finding what I'm telling you interesting, share it with your friends, share it with your tribe. Let's get as much of this information out to the wider world if we can. So lower chakras, your base chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus. Now these three chakras are all about your sense of self. And look at lovely Sashka, she's putting my links on in the comments. I love you for doing that, thank you. I'm so rubbish at things like all technical, but if you are looking to connect with me, Sashka has wonderfully and very generously put my links in the comments. So back to the point of this, shall we? Lower chakras, your base chakra. It's red and you're sitting on it. It's the first chakra in our physical body, energetic site. And then we have our sacral chakra, which is orange. It's beautiful orange colour. I like to think of it as the setting sun, which I went and watched yesterday from a cliff top here in Ibiza, and I have to say, it fills me with joy every time I see that colour. And then we come to your solar plexus, which is the beautiful midday sun, that lovely yellow. Now these three chakras are activated in particular when we're small, when we're in childhood. And our base chakra is that idea of where we're coming from. You know, it holds that power within us. It's our link to our family lineage. It's our link to our spiritual self and our spiritual ancestry. And if it is open and fully functioning without wounding, then it is very easy for us to stay very grounded in our earth and connected to the global idea of the fact that we're all connected. So if you are, hello Claire and Olivia, lovely to see you. So if you are feeling that your sense of connection to the greater population could do with some work, that will be base chakra stuff. If you find it difficult to connect to your family, if you find it difficult to connect to groups of people, if you feel like you're an alien sometimes, I know I used to, or that you just don't fit in, or you're being in a crowd of people and feel really lonely, this is base chakra stuff. This is your first chakra, red energy, and it's all about where you came from. Now your sacral chakra is all about relationships. It is ultimately how you have a relationship with yourself, but it's everything else. It's money, love, the outside world, the universe. And because our mother and father are the first relationships that we experience in our physical life this time round, it tends to be shaped by them. Or our perception of them and how we interact with them. Hello, Debbie. I'm seeing lots of people join me today. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you. Do tell me that you're here. And if you're loving this content, go away and share it. As much as we can, let's tell everybody how they can help themselves in their feelings of self-love and connection. So back to your sacral chakra, your seat of your relationships. Ultimately, I'm talking about your relationship with yourself, and seeing as you are the way the universe experiences, it's about your relationship with the universe as well. So if there's wounding here in this sacral chakra, which activates between the age of 7 and 14, so as we hit puberty, as we kind of interact with our peers, hello Rebecca, lovely to see you, then there's stuff going on in it for you. Now, coming up to your solar plexus, which is your sense of self. Now, that wonderful yellow energy that is in the middle of your body, underneath your diaphragm, underneath your ribs. Hello, Joanna. This solar plexus energy is where you work out what is going on around you. It's how you interpret the field of energy around you based on your experience. Now, the thing is, oh look, Stuart's here. He's sitting by the pool and he's come to join me. So your solar plexus is the seat of self, and it's how you intuit or measure the energy around you. It gives you a gut feeling, an emotional response. Now, this gut feeling is not your higher self. Your higher self, your intuitive connection, comes through in neutral energy. Your gut feeling is based on your own filters of your experience of what happens in the world, and that happens in your solar plexus. Now, the other thing about your solar plexus is it's where you find your own courage to be you, based on who you think you are. Now, the solar plexus activates between 14 and 21. So you're learning a lot about yourself then, based on the external situations you find yourself in, based on your peers. Now, nowadays, our kids have that social media platform all of the time. It's like they've got them in their hand here. And a lot of what they're learning about themselves is based on something that's not quite real. So have a think about how you relationshiped with the people around you through those times of between 14 and 21, and that will give you a good sense of your own feeling of self. Now, if you know that your boundaries tend to be wide open, if you know that you are out there trying to please other people, if you're trying to prove things to your parents unconsciously maybe, or you're trying to prove things to your teacher, or I know, to an ex-lover, if you're trying to prove that you have worth, this is all lower chakra stuff. And this is where it gets really interesting. By going and having a look in these energy sites and uncovering the parts of yourself that you've hidden and forgotten, your upper chakras, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow, become brighter. They become more active. They're what you rely on more fully in terms of how you go out into the world. And ultimately, we're all here trying to speak our truth, aren't we? With an authentic energy behind it and integrity. Well, I know I am, and I'm mind reading you guys because I'm feeling like you're on my wavelength. So if you're wanting to step up, if you're wanting to be seen, if you're wanting to make a bigger impact, look at your lower chakras. Look at how you connect with your family and our world. Look at how you relationship with yourself. Are you mean to yourself? Can you love yourself? And look at whether or not you've got the courage within you to be who you are fully, rather than who you think you should be. Now, I'll be back tomorrow at the same time with information on how your upper chakras, your higher chakras, impact your life and why it's important to get them working and being in balance with your lower chakras. Now, this is all energetic work. These are all energetic snippets, but ultimately they lead towards self-mastery. As you discover and master what's going on inside of you, your unseen potential, that future self of you, who you really are in all your glory, comes more fully towards you. It starts to shine, and ultimately we're all here doing what we can to save the world, our world. And as we do that within us, we make changes around the planet without knowing. So guys, if you want more of this, come join me tomorrow. If you've enjoyed it, do share it. Thank you for staying till the end with me. And if you're watching the replay, again, thanks ever so much. I've loved having you with me. If you've got any questions, stick it in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them as I go along. It's about 5 o'clock here in Ibiza, so I'm going to go and catch the last of the gorgeous sunshine, but I will be back later to answer any questions that you've got. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.